The Book of Boba Fett, Episode 1, titled Chapter 1, Stranger in a Strange Land. And this episode, of course, is the beginning of the brand new Star Wars show on Disney Plus. And of course, everybody was really looking forward to this, knowing that it is Jon Favreau, it's Dave Filoni, it's the people behind Mandalorian, and we all know how crazy and how amazingly good Mandalorian is. And of course, at the end of season 2, they teased that, hey, in December 2021, we're going to get a Boba Fett show. And I was like, here's the thing, I was like, cool, we're getting a Boba Fett show, cool, along with all the other, Acolyte and Ahsoka and, Andor and all these other Star Wars shows. But then the trailers came out, and I watched them, and I'm like, well, everyone was like, oh my god, look how awesome it is. I was kind of like, this looks fine. There's no it factor towards it. So I was like, hey, I'm going to watch it, I'm going to cover it, I'm going to watch all 7 episodes, I believe it's a collection of, and cover it and talk about it, maybe not on the day because, work and all that. But I watched episode 1, and I have to say, I found this episode to be bland. This episode is nothing but blandness, because nothing really happens. You have Sir Speed the Gold, after the cool aspect of this episode, him coming out of the silent pit. You're like, oh shit, we're actually going to see him, how he got out. Okay, that's kind of neat, that's kind of cool. But, I'm like, I don't really care. Nothing was interesting. Even him as the Emperor, him as now taking the throne of Java, he just the scene where people are coming in and welcoming him as the new throne of the new leader of Tatooine, it just felt too long. It felt just dragged out. It felt like they were really dragging this out, and felt this 30 minutes felt like forever. There's no pace. I had pacing issues. It's him just walking, and then you have an action sequence, two action sequences that just become very stiff, that become very uninteresting. This feels like a sense of, okay, Star Wars, and we better put some action in there. Nothing really I felt like already. I feel like this is a character that might work better as a supporting character. I mean, naturally, Lucasfilm has been trying to make something Boba Fett related for years. I mean, originally they were going to do a Boba Fett movie, and with Josh Trank, who did the recent Fantastic Four, but he also did Chronicle. So, and that didn't go anywhere. So I'm saying, so they might actually hey, there's something with Boba Fett. It's just, I hope by episode 2, things are moving. Him suffering from PTSD, or him remembering his life before. It's just the war thing, and him trauma. Trauma stuff can be good, but it has to, as most things do, everything needs to be handled really well. And at this point, it's just not. I like talking about shows for if it's good or bad for 7, 6, 8 minutes. But the problem is, there's nothing much going on. I saw someone saying, I call it more like the meh of Boba Fett. Someone called it the brochure of Boba Fett. And that's what it basically feels like. And hopefully by episode 2, we are able to move on and able to have a story going on. Because right now, it just feels like a slog.